our real estate tip of the week this week is geared toward, to go along with the theme of our show, is geared toward anyone who is, I guess, just a younger person starting their adult life out. Maybe they're in their early 20s, or even someone who's in high school. I've talked to high schoolers who recently who just don't believe that it's possible to buy a house at a young age. And I really believe that it is, because there's proven steps that will get you there. And so I think if you have a plan in place and you have specific goals and you're actionable with it, I think there's no reason why it's not possible for anyone to do. So
yeah, I would love this to get into schools, local schools. I'm sure people talk about it.
This. Yeah, they don't. That's super frustrating to me, because after high school, we didn't learn any of this stuff about buying a house. I mean, about getting a loan. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah. But anyway, so I wrote out 4 tips or steps, things that you can do right now. So the first one is to start saving. And I know that that might sound obvious, but a lot of young people don't have a bank account yet. So go to the bank, open up a bank account, and that's huge. And just start saving consistently every single month, because that's just going to get you closer to your down payment and closing costs and everything else that comes along with buying a house.
And you've shared this with me in the past, at least. What's the average amount of money someone usually has in their checking account? Usually, you said like $1,000, $2,000, or even savings. I don't know.
I think the average American, I think it's like $1,000
in their savings.
Yeah.
I mean, Dave Ramsey tells you to put $1,000 in your savings in case your car breaks down or something like that.
Yeah, which is another thing they don't teach about in schools that they should, and maybe that's a reason why so many people don't have a good savings. But anyway,
save.
So the first thing, is just save money. Number 2 is get a credit card. Even if you are, like I said, even if you are in high school, open up a credit card, use it wisely, obviously, but educate yourself on how to use it wisely. There's so many free videos on YouTube and resources all over that talk to you about how to build your credit.
Ask your parents. Seriously, they're older than you. Obviously, they have more experience maybe swiping their credit card. If your parents aren't that great with credit, go ask somebody. Seriously, go ask them. Be bold.
But a lot of parents that I've seen are like, don't get a credit card if you're that young, because they just don't see the benefit of it, or realize that if you buy a house, you can't just go get a loan if you haven't had a credit history. You have to have had a credit history for at least a couple years. So start that credit history, get a credit card, use it wisely, learn how to do that.
Okay. And what's step 3?
Pulling up step number 3 right now. All right, step number 3. This isn't really a step, but it's a tip. And like I mentioned earlier, it's just simply have a plan. So if you're, say you're 19 and you're going to be renting out rooms with friends, which is something that's really common right now for
super
young
popular.
People, is just renting by the room. Why not try to be the one to own the house and have your friends rent the rooms from you and basically be paying your mortgage? I mean, I don't see why more young people don't have that goal, and I think it's because they don't believe it's possible. And also keep in mind, yes, saving is very important. However, if you don't have enough for a down payment, there are options for you. There's a USDA loan where you can buy a house with $0 down, and you can negotiate closing costs into the sale price. So I think obviously, yes, be saving, but don't just count yourself out if you don't have that money. That's still a possibility.
Yeah, and I think to go along with the theme of the show is literally, if you apply yourself, anything's possible.